Shalomaloha. My name is Breatharian Pig Dick IV. My pronouns are they, them. And if you look at me like that again, I'll cave your fucking teeth in with a brick. Alchemy. The transmutation of vulgar, putrid metals into gold using the Philosopher's Stone. One may ask the question, what is the most vulgar of metals? The metal that's on the bottom of the ladder, if we consider gold being the top? And the answer to that question is iron. Represented in the heavens as Mars, as any good student of alchemy would know, and Mars, if any historian would know, was known by the ancient Greeks as Ares, the god of war. And you see, Mars, iron, and Ares is in control of war, isn't it? Because what are all your bullets made out of? Steel. What are all your fucking swords made out of? Steel. Guns, army tanks, and fighter jets are all made out of steel. And the latest weapon to come into the battlefield of war was the fucking needle that's responsible for the death of perhaps billions across the planet. And what was that needle that penetrated your fucking skin made out of? Steel. Iron, the god of war. You too are in fact bounded to iron. Don't believe me? Slit your fucking wrists and see what colour the blood is. It's the same colour as Mars, Ares. Why? Because the hemoglobin in your blood is bound to iron. That's right, represented on the periodic table by Fe, female, transsexual, delinquent, on the run with a shotgun, schizophrenic and strapped. Hello, my name's Breatharian Pig Dick IV, and I am here today to teach you about the vulgar metals being transformed into gold using the Philosopher's Stone. If iron is inside of your blood and iron can be transformed into gold, well then perhaps it's time that you increased your vibration. This is a fucking Hitachi magic wand, and it vibrates, and it will increase your vibration, and it will transmute your putrid vulgar iron into gold. When you slit your wrists, it won't be red that comes out, it'll be something else. And you wonder why the royals are called blue bloods. Yes? Who sits on the throne? Well, the god of war Ares had a halo on his head that was what colour? Golden. So there you have it. It's a metaphor and it's a story on how you can actually transmute your putrid iron into gold. The first thing one must do is stop going to war like Ares did. And remember, Ares is also the beginning of the zodiac, the ram. Yes, just like iron is the most putrid of all metals, the most vulgar, the numero uno metal, as too is Aries, the beginning of the zodiac, which is a wheel that comes back to itself, because we're not looking for revolution, which is a circle, but revelation, which is the opening of the mind into something higher than putrid metals. So in order to win the war against Ares, one must actually surrender, mustn't they? Adam was made out of red clay. Yes, he was. And what happens to clay when it becomes oxidized with iron? Well, it's red. So Adam was made out of iron, and therefore the rib of Adam, and if you take a shaving of any metal, what type of shape does it represent? A rib. But that could also be the ribosome, the genetic code, which then Eve came from. Who was she? The negatively charged electron, who, if we look at the Mediterranean Sea on a sunny day, we see blue, which is the colour of a copper salt, which is the next rung on the ladder of alchemy. Iron becomes copper. But through a diffusion of mercury, we can actually get to a level that is gold. Yes, we can. I'm Barack Obama, Hussein, Osama bin Laden, here to blow up your fucking buildings and your brain because it's calcified with what? Fluoride. My name's Breatharian Pig Dick IV. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember that you need to surrender to the God of War, not keep fighting the God, and that's to surrender to your own ego. If you need some help with that, I suggest you watch the scene from the movie Revolver. It's called the elevator scene. Look it up and it'll give you a clue on how to win the war against who? That's right, the God of War, Aries, okay? Because once we surrender and we're no longer at war, our iron begins to vibrate and we can transcend to what? Gold. Shalomaloha. My name's Breatharian Pig Dick IV. I'm a transsexual demon. My pronouns are they, them, and if you look at me like that again, I'll cave your fucking teeth in with a brick. Namaste.